Hey everybody, we're back. Board Bob here. Welcome back to Factorio Modded. So we're just working on kind of finishing up all our little odds and ends things that we want to automate construction on. And as you can see, I got a little bit of space here and a little bit of space here. And I'm going to take advantage of these little spaces because we've got some things that are small stuff that we want to build. We don't need large amounts of it, but we do want to automate it. One of the first things we want to automate is rail signals. Um, we want to start pumping out some rail signals. So what I did is before I quit that last game, the last series, I went through and I made a series of blueprints for all the little various things that we did in that series. Um, so that I can use them as kind of like starting references uh, for the uh, for the rest of my stuff. There it is. So one of them that I have is this blueprint right here, and if we look, you can notice this is train stations, rail signals, and rail chain signals. So it is set up to give us everything we need for those particular items. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it over here. Um, we're going to ignore the little tidbit at the bottom. Matter of fact, you know what? Let me do this. Let's do this. Let's get rid of that little tidbit because we really don't need it. We're going to get rid of the power pole as well so that we can fit everything in and what have you. We don't really need those in the blueprint. All right, so there we go. So let's dump this down and get ourselves rolling here. And this will start to give us everything we need for our our railroad signals. So we're going to throw that down. And we'll put our power to it when we're ready. Also, we're going to replace these chests with provider chests here in a little bit. All right, so what do we need for this? Well, we need green circuits, iron plate, green circuits, iron plate, green circuits, iron plate, and steel plate. So we need green circuits, iron plate, and steel plate. Now we only need steel plate for the one. So what we can do is we can and I believe the other ones, no, they need, let's see, 5 and 1, 5 and 1, and 10 and 5. So basically 5 and 1. So why don't we do this? Why don't we put our iron plate on a belt by itself, and then we run the steel and the green circuits over on a combined belt. That way, we supply all the steel needs that we have and what have you. So first thing we're going to want to do, obviously, is we're going to want to go ahead and we're going to want to break this belt. Now this one you're going to watch. A little hard to see sometimes. The brick is going north, the plate is going south. You got to look for the little red. I wish it was a little clearer, but you know, with compressed lines, sometimes it's a little hard to see. But anyway, so we're going to make space for us to go ahead and pull this stuff out like we've been doing in the past. So this one is going north. Now, we're pulling off down here. We are pulling off of the first line, the second line, and the third line. And then I do believe later on we're pulling off the fourth line prior to the balancer. Plus we're pulling off of the fourth line here as well. So I guess it really doesn't matter for this one which one we pull off of. I mean, to be honest, we're not really going to be providing a whole heck of a lot of iron to this anyway, because we're only going to be making, you know, a limited number of these. So let's go ahead and just pick it off of this first line, just for convenience sake. That way we don't have to run any more underground belts than we have to. And then let's run this over on an underground belt. We'll go as far as we can. No, we can't reach, so not a problem. We can reach it that way though, right? So there's our iron. Now we need our steel and our green circuits to come in right there. Excuse me. And we're going to do that on a split belt. So let's start by doing this. We're going to make ourselves some, you know what, we don't even need to make the room because we can come over from this side, and we'll do this. We'll come in here to here, and we'll pop that in there, down and over, right? So that gives us our steel, and if we turn it up one, and then we give ourselves our green, and we do that, then we can do this, and this, and this. There we go. So now all we got to do is provide our green. Right here. Boom. All right, so now we got everything we need for signals. We just need to give it some power on the outgoing side, and we're good to go. Oh, and actually, we also have to put some chests there, I guess. Let's see, what do we got? We got passive provider chests. Let's go ahead and throw passive provider chests down there for now. Yeah, they're gonna flash because there's no logistics network yet. We got to work on that at some point. So let's see. We'll throw that down, and we'll throw that down. There we go. Now they should all be. Oh, we don't have power here. Now we should be making all of them. All right. So there we go. There's that. The next thing we're going to do, of course, like I say, we're going to want the logistics network. So we're going to want red and green wire. So red wire and green wire require copper cable and electronic circuits. Both of them require the same exact same thing. So let's see, excuse me, where we have copper cable coming in at. Alright, so we're making copper cable here. What if we do this? What if we bring that copper cable down here, we extend this line out, and we just put in a second line to provide for the copper cable, and we just set up 2 plants here? I think that'll work. Yeah, it'll bring over some steel plate, but not a lot. It won't be a waste. It'll just sit there. If we ever need it, we can go get it. So if we do this, I'm thinking this and this, right? And we say red and green, and I didn't plan this out before. I'm just thinking this off the top of my head. I know sometimes I plan stuff out. This is not one of those times. I did figure out where to put this simply by virtue of the fact that, you know, I needed a place to start. So let's see, if we put a long-handed here and a long-handed here, right, those will be able to grab the copper, and we'll run the copper here. We won't have a conflict. And then we run that to there and that to there, right? And then up here we run both of them out to chests. And I'm just throwing down what I have available for right now, chest-wise. We'll go back and we'll set everything in the proper, into the proper chests, and etc., etc. After we kind of get this all running. Now, if we put, yeah, that can go there. Can we put, yeah, and then we still have room. Okay, So this will be our copper cable. Now we just got to figure out how to get it down there. So it's coming there. If we, ooh, we don't even have to break it. You know what we can do? Let's do this. Let's just come out of the other side of that splitter. I don't think it's going to matter really that much, right? Because, I mean, we're only taking a little bit. We're not going to be taking, you know, metric crap tons of it. Just enough to get us producing green and red wire. And then once we got that, you know, we're golden, right? So let's see. Now, now here's where we're going to start running into problems. I didn't even think of this. Should we have come up? You know what? See, now you know for sure I didn't plan this out prior. Let's see. If we do this, we're going to have enough room to come. Yeah, because we can put this here, right? And then here. And we'll just dogleg this. Oops. Idiot. Oh, come on. Right? Right. There we go. And we'll bring that up there. Alright, so that's going to bring down our copper cable. And that'll bring that to there. And then we just got to come here. Right? Oops. And over. So now that should give us that, right? Yeah. Now, the question is, do we just, no, and I think we're going to do this. I think we're going to limit these to one row for now. I don't remember how many's in a stack. I think it's a fair amount. This we're going to limit to one row as well. We'll kind of get a feel for how many we're using after that. If we need to increase it, we can increase it. But there we go. So that's all cooking. So let me check. Where's my list? Let me check these off my list. I have a list of the odds and ends left that we want to get manufacturing. So there's red and green circuits. There's train signals. So what's that leave us? That leaves us robots, which also means robot frames, and modules and pump jacks and pumps for our liquid system. So let's look at robots, shall we? And before we look at robots, let's look at research. Alright, let's see. Excuse me. So we have yellow now. And if we are going to get robots, okay, we could go for, I guess we could go for nuclear power, but it's 1,000. It's going to take a while. But if we're going to go for robots, right, and we're going to start using robots on a regular basis, we have got to get away from this stupid little tiny solar panels we got in there. So now we can get portable fusion reactor. What's it cost? 200. Okay, so it takes blue circuits. Well, now we're making blue circuits now. So let's go ahead and snatch up that research. All right, so there we go. So now we're working on fusion reactors. So robots, we need engines. What else do we need? Frames. Okay, so we need engines, batteries, steel plate, and electronic circuits. Okay, well, we've got an electric engines, not regular engines. Okay, so we've got electric engines being produced here. There's a little bit of space here. Maybe we can fit in here. We got green here. What else do we need? We need batteries and steel plate. Okay, where's steel? Okay, well, we got steel plate here. Oh, and we got it here, so we could steal. Well, not steal, but we could hack. We could link in there. Bring that over here. Where's our batteries? Batteries are way the fuck over there, and it's the only ones we're making. Let's go look and see what we would have to go through to get it over here. Because I'd rather bring one thing over to a location than three things over to another location if we can help it. All right, so batteries are there. So it's pretty much kind of in line, because here we are here. Right across here. We could probably snake that through here. If we came, we could jump this one, jump this one, jump this one, come down through here, jump here. It's going to take us a few frack. It's going to take us a few undergrounds. But either we do it with undergrounds, or we come all the way down here and do it around, which is going to use just as much. Ooh, nice, nice, nice. All right, let's get serious about what we're going to do next. Let's see. All right. You know, we could jump completely over nuclear power and go to this Arts fusion reactor. What does it cost? Ooh, and it's only 500 to get it. What's it take to build it? Holy sheep shit. It takes 5 portable fusion reactors. It takes 15 production module 3s, heat pipe, 50 explosives, 200 wet wire, and 500 concrete. The concrete, I mean, we need concrete if we build this anyway, right? And we're making ass tons of concrete. Man, the hardest, well, not even hard really, because I mean we are making, well, the portable fusion reactors aren't hard. Just going to take us some time to make the blue chips. Productivity module 3s are going to be a booger bear. Are we even ready to make production module 3 productivity 3s? No. So, well, you know what? Holy that's okay, so that's productivity module 2s, and then it's 5 per, and we need how many? 15. So that's, well, you know, that's doable. We're not making explosives yet, but we could certainly make explosives. I think we've got the technology at this point. Screw it, let's go for it, man. Let's check this thing out. I mean, that was the whole point of putting that mod in there. Wow, I didn't realize it was that close to it. Alright, so I think we can snake batteries in here. I think we can. I think we can get our batteries snaked across here. So let's see where our output for our batteries are. Right there. And we can do the same thing. We'll just grab off the other side of this splitter. And we'll just come down here. Now, what I really should do, we're gonna leave a space. There's no sense hauling batteries all the way over there until we get it run and we know we got it run in the right direction. Because we may have to fiddle with this. I don't know. Alright. Will this give us enough room to jump this? Just nice. Alright, so we jump there. We jump there. We jump there. That gets us that far. Now, where are we trying to get? We're trying to get over there. So now we have to go through this. Alright, so let's do this, because we got to get past that, right? Alright, so there's that. Will this reach? If this will reach, oh man, by 1. Oh well. Alright, well, that's life. We'll deal with it. Now, how far can we get? All right, we can get there, but not there. So there, 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 there. Okay. Well, at least we don't have to go between each and every single one of them. There. All right. And then there. There. We're just going to sit it there because we got to... All right. Are we going to have to... What, are we going to go up or are we going to go down? Damn. Can we... If we can get in here... but the problem is that that's... You know what? That's okay. If this will reach, and I think it will. Yes. This will reach. All right. What we can do is this. We can cut this copper line here. Right? And then let's grab this side of it, grab this side of it, and back that ass up. There we go. So now we dogleg here. That comes to there. That brings us to here. And then this is going to bring us to here. Right? Right. So then, what if we take that away and put it in this little slot right here? Yes! It's almost like I planned this, man. That's nice. I didn't plan it, but damn. Look at that. We got batteries almost all the way there. Now, I'm going to just stop there with them. I'm not going to go any further because I don't know how we're going to lay this out. All right. So, now, what do we need? We need... I'm getting kind of excited for this. Okay, we need batteries, we need steel plate, we need electric engines, and we need electronic circuits, green circuits. All right, we got engines. We can just pluck them right off of there. That means we have to double up batteries, steel plate, and circuits. All right. So batteries we got coming in, circuits we got there, steel plates are over here. Ooh. What is this feeding steel plates to? Engines. Well, that's going to kind of regulate itself anyway. We're only going to need them when we're building bots or when we're building trains. And then it's going to sit idle. So, I think we can be patient and wait on bots to build as we build. Yeah, let's do this. Rather than run it all the way from over here, we already got it right here. Let's do this. Nice. And then that brings us... Where? How far does that bring us? Brings us to here. So if we go here, right? And here we go. Now I'm thinking now, if we go here and it reaches nice here, right? Now watch. It's gonna get tricky now. Maybe it won't fit. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. It will too. So that's gonna come up there. That's gonna come down there, right? So that's gonna be that one. That's gonna be that one. That feeds half the belt. This is going to feed the other half the belt. I know what you're saying. It's not feeding half the belt because of this, right? Well, guess what? Now, it's feeding half that belt. Woohoo! All right, so engines, green circuits, steel plates, and batteries. All right, now, is that everything we need? Engine, steel plate, yep. All right, so we need some blue assemblers. How many can we fit in here, and how can we fit them? All right, so we need to take the engines off. So we need a space for the engines, right? And then we need an inserter space, Please, please fit. We need an inserter space, 2 belts, and inserter space. All right. Ooh. 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 Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I just made our space. Nice. Oops. There we go. So now this will give us inserter for the battery for the motors, inserter for everything else, a shorthand and a longhand, 2 belts, 1, 2, and another inserter. And then we can bring them out over here. Woohoo! Nice. So that needs to go there. This needs to go here. And we need to bring this over, right? I love it when a plan comes together, even if it really wasn't a plan. So we need to go one more with this, because what we got to do, all right, there's our long-handeds. All right, so this long-handed is going to take batteries into this one. This long-handed is going to take the other 2 into that one. And then that, and that, right? And then we need 1 for motors, electric motors. And that will give us our frames. And then we're going to come out with our frames. Guys, you see what I'm thinking? All right, if that's making frames, how do we make this common though? Okay. Do this, right? That there. Oh. No, let's come over 1. Right? And then up. Is that going to screw us up on that being there? Don't know. But if we go past it by 1, right? And then we do, fuck. Up. Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Tunnel vision. That's why I'm doing this. See? Told you, Julie Fisher, I get tunnel vision. Why don't we do this? Duh. Look at that. So now we can not be stupid. And we can do this. Right? And then I'll put half on each side, which, it, you know, actually, doy. Yes, I said doy. We could do it right there. And then that keeps that in line with that. Right? There's that. Now, can we... Alright, because we need... What do we need for bots? We need green for one and red for the other, I think. But that's all we need, is we need that and that. So, if we have this, and we may need to move it down. Let's see. If we put one here, right? And one here. Hmm. Alright, if we back that up, because that's got to come that way. The problem, yes, no. Move this down by 1, right? So then, if we turn this down, and then there and there, that puts that into that, and that into that, and that into that. Now all we need at that point, actually, you know, well, yeah, because we can do this right here, right? And we can do the same thing here. Right there. And then we just got to bring red circuits right here. And we've got every freaking thing. Alright, so this would be frames. And this would be frames. Right? And then this would be construction bots. And this would be logistic bots. Now we just need red. Where do we have red circuits? Well, we have red circuits up here, red circuits over here. This is closer. Let's look and see. Man, those non-logistic lights drive me. I keep thinking I've got no power. All right. Well, you know what? We're not drawing in that direction. What is that? That's research. Oh, research. We were happy to get this. We stopped. Personal robot port 2s. Let's see. That allows, I think it's 25 instead of 10. Again, it's a lot to build them, but once they're built, they're ours. All right. You know what? Let's research that. All right. So if we tap that right there, and then we put down a level 2 assembler. Not. See, this is where it gets kind of interesting on doing these, is because now we're down to where can we fit in the small pieces parts that we still have left of the puzzle. Right? And I probably should have. Alright, where's it at? It's right here. So if we come here. Okay. Cool. So we want to come here. Right? And that brings us down to there. And then we bring that down to here. And then we jump. Will this reach? If this will reach. Oh, nice. Look at that, guys. We are now, well, not yet. We don't have power. But we is in the robot making business. Come down one more. If we're going to do it right. We in the robot making business. And brother, business is a booming. Right? Now we just need Yeah, I know. Alright, can we? No, but we can put one of these in there and make it reach. And then all we got is that one right there, right? So now the only thing we have not hooked up is our batteries. let's go back and hook up our batteries. Now that we know this runs all the way over here, now that we know we have everything else, let's go get our batteries. I'm excited. I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited. I think this is cool. Run! Beat it over there! See if we can get there before it does. Yay! Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of excited for this. Because I've been making them by hand, you know, and we've only had the little bit that we've been using just for the little bit we've been doing. But now, here they come. I want to see this work. I want to make sure it works. All right, so there is our pieces, parts. They're running, and out should pop a robot frame. Come on, somebody give me a robot frame. There we go, robot frames, 2 of them. One there, and, well, 2 of them there because whoever's quicker. Who got it? Oh, look, there's one there, there's nothing there. So it done made one, right? And I thought it grabbed 2. I thought 2 of them came. Oh! Okay, so you got one that's tied up in this. Man, I hate that. Oh well. We can't do anything about it because we can't loop this back over because this is in the way. Well, yes we can. Yes we can. Damn Skippy we can. Yes we can. Screw you, mister. There, now it won't get locked up in the splitter. And then we still can reach. Because that will reach there. That will reach there. And that will reach there. Right? Right. And then this is those. Oh my goodness. Now we just need to see if it brings another one down there. I just realized something. That's not going to work. And I'll tell you why. Well, no. It should see it. It's just a matter of which one of these gets it first. Because it's drawing from there. Alright, so what we'll have to do, because these two are going to fight over them. Right? Yeah, they're going to fight over them, and that one's going to take them. Alright, well that's okay though, because what we can do is we can do this for now. And then we can do this for now. And we'll just keep, we'll do 50 at a time, and it doesn't matter which one it you know, it'll build them both eventually. Do we have any in our inventory we can give this guy? Just to say that it built one. Look, now you can be happy you built one. Right? And did it give us one that we can, it gave us 2 that we can put in the box. Sweet! Alright, so there we go. So now let's take robots off our list. Robots. And robot frames. So now that leaves us pumps and pump jacks. Let's look and see what we need for pump jacks. Alright, pump jacks require steel plate, iron gears, green circuits, and pipe. Alright, so the only one that we're only making in one place is pipe. Let's look for pipe. Pipe. Pipe is right there. Alright, so let's take a walk over. Oh, and it's right down the street. Oh, yeah, because the engines are here. Duh. Alright, so there's pipe right there. That's where it's making pipe. And we want to make pump jacks. Now, we don't need to make a lot of pump jacks. I think one factory will do us for pump jacks. Because it'll just keep producing and producing. We're not going to go after them all that often. So, if we can put it somewhere in this area, because that's pipes 2, right? That's pipes 2. Let's grab ourselves a thing, see where it's going to fit that we have access to other things. We can't grab them there. We can't grab them there. We can grab them here, though, right? Can we grab them there? Yeah, we could grab them there. And then, what else does it need? What else? It needs steel plates, which we could finagle steel plates into it. And it needs gears, so we got the gears. So all we would have to do, theoretically, is just make a loop in this. And then we could grab that. And then what else does it need? Green circuits. Alright, green circuits. Alright, well, let's do this first. Let's loop this. So that's going to go there. And that's going to go back to there. Oops. Shit. Right? And then if this goes here, right? So now we have a little loop-de-loop in there. Now this should allow that to grab both pieces parts that it needs. Let's see if it'll grab them. So we're going to tell this pump jacks. And let's see if it fills everything up. Alright, so yes. Alright, so it's able to grab everything. Now we just need green circuits. Where are we going to snatch our green circuits from? Guys, where are we going to snatch them from? I think we're going to snatch them from right up here. Because we're not going to put much drain on this either, because we're only making a few at any one time, and we're not making them very often because we're not going to be placing them very often. Right? Right. So, how far down will this go? Not there. Well, crap. Because if it went one further, we could move that, put that there, and have that. Yeah. Alright, well, not a problem. Do this. Right? Right there. And then we'll turn that way. And we'll put that right there. And we'll put that right there. And we'll put that right there. And guess what? We have pump jacks. There's another one we can take off our list. Pump jacks. Awesome! Alright, so what's also on our list? Pumps. We want to automate pumps. So, what do we need for pumps? Wow, because we're also going to want to automate like the valves as well. You know, we added this. Where are they? These. We're probably going to want to automate these as well. At least the check valve, probably. But we can put that nearly anywhere. That's pipe, a gear, and a steel plate. Who cares? Alright. Pumps. Where's pumps? Pumps. There's pumps. Alright, so pumps. Oh, engine unit, steel plate, and pipe. Gee. Where are we going to get engine units? Actually, these aren't producing very quickly, are they? Let's see if they fill up quick. So I don't think they're waiting on supplies. I think They're waiting on the assemblers. Yeah, because they're 10 seconds apiece. Wow, that's a long time. What can we fit? We might be able to fit a couple more in here. We can at least fit one more in. Can we fit two in? Yes, we can fit two in. We just gotta get creative about it, but we could fit two more in. I mean, it's, you know, it's not a lot, but, you know, it obviously every little bit's gonna help with them. Oh, wow. We are out of undergrounds. Let's go back up here and get some undergrounds. We're gonna put two more in there. Why are you not? Okay, because you're building them. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, guys, is off camera, I'm gonna make the rounds, and I'm gonna go through here, and I'm gonna put in the proper chesting where it needs to go. And get that set up so that now we don't have active providers yet. I don't believe we have the logistics yet, do we? Can we make? No, I didn't think so. There they are. Alright, so there's going to be our active providers and our requesters. So we're going to go ahead and research that because we're going to need requester chests. So let's go ahead and start researching that right now, so that we'll have it. So down here we are going to put in, and I don't know how far that'll reach, but we shall see. Yeah, it'll reach far enough. Good. Because then we can put another one here. We can extend this belt down to there. This belt down to there, and this belt down to there. Then we got no conflicts. We don't have to worry about that. Right? And then we need long-handed. And we need fast, and we need gazadas, and then we need power, and then we just copy paste. There we go. It's not a lot, it's not a huge improvement, but it gives us two more. All right. Man, you know what? Alright, let's see. This is combat robot damage. This is rocket damage, rocket speed, bullet damage, shotgun damage, turret damage, flamethrower damage, follower robot count, explosive rocketry gives us explosive rockets. Cannon shells for the tank, personal defensive lasers. Yeah, we're going to want personal defensive lasers. Anybody use discharge defense? I don't use it. It just takes up a slot. I don't use it. I don't know if it's, I don't know how good it is. Who knows? We may try it. I mean, we're experimenting. We may try it. Shield Mark II. So if we go with the personal lasers, the Shield Mark II, grenade damage, productivity, automation 3 would be nice, and it doesn't take that much to get it. Alright, so, and then effects transmission is pretty cheap. Alright, so here's the plan, guys. We are going to do the following. We're going to work on personal defense laser. Then we're going to work on shields. Then we're going to work on automation 3. Then we're going to work on beacons. Okay? And I'm just going to let those run whether we're on camera or off camera. So let's start with personal defense lasers. Alright, so that gets us that. Where were we? We were headed for pumps, weren't we? Pumps, 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 pumps. Engines, steel plate, and pipe. Well, there's steel plate, there's pipe, and there's engines. So where can we swipe engines from? What if we did this? What if, rather than putting this last one on that belt, what if we just dedicated one to pumps? Or better yet, what if we did this? What if we dedicated it to both? Right? Could we do that? Alright, so there was that. Next, what was it we wanted next? We wanted energy shield. What if we did that? What if we came out here, right? So we have one going that way, one going this way. Then this, how do we swing it up there? Because if we do this, it's going to be, yeah, see, that's going to connect to that, but we don't need that to go that far because that's picking off of that one. All right. So then, all right, we do this, right? And then if we do an underground here, boom, bada boom, ba boom, boom, ba. Alright, so there's that, right? And then what do we need? We need steel plates and pipes. Steel plates and pipes. So, we just need to be able to, alright, let's get rid of that. Access that and that. So if that goes there, we can put this back, right? Put that back, and then that puts our engines in. That puts that in. That puts that in. And then we just come out of it, right here, into, we're out of the other chest. We're just going to put a supply chest in there for now. Like I say, I'm going to replace these with the right ones. I'm just using what we have available. Alright, and then we tell this pumps, right? So that's going to build pumps. The only thing we don't have is power to this right here. For whatever reason. Oh, because yeah. Now we could move that up and we get, yeah, screw it, we'll just put another pole down. To hell with it. So now we're making pumps. We're going to limit that to one stack. Alright, so we can take pumps off our list. Nice. So, that is our entire list, guys. So let's take a looky-loo at something. What else do we have? Alright. Logistics. We got all of these being made. We don't have storage tanks being made, but I think we got enough storage tanks at this point. Unless we want, well, let me preface that. Until we start running tanker cars, then we're going to need storage tanks. So we're going to eventually automate tanker cars and rail cars. But for right now, we're okay. We've got all of these. We've got all of these. We've got all of these. We don't have these, but we're okay with that right now. We have all of those. We don't have these, but that's okay. We have all of these. We have these. I don't remember if we have lights automated. So let me write down lights and put a question mark. Lights. And I will look and see if we've got lights automated. And then all the modules, all the combiners, and the combinators and what have you, and the speaker. We don't have that yet. We will automate it that though, because we do want to start getting into our logistics network. All right, these I don't need to automate. This is automated. This is automated. This is that fusion reactor that we're going to have to build all kinds of crap for. These are automated. These are automated. These are automated. These we don't really need to automate. These are automated. Boom. Research. We're going to have to automate these. We don't really need to automate these. That's all taken care of. That's all taken care of. We're not going to do barrels, although Joe Mama did kind of figure something out. The tanker cars, the new fluid cars, are less space efficient than making barrels and putting them on a rail car. You actually can move a lot more fluid with the barrels. The problem with that is then you have to deconstruct the barrels, refill them. Wow, that was quick. Turret damage. So yeah, so we're going to think about which one we want to do, but we're probably just going to do fluid trains. It's just easier. So this is all automated except for empty barrels. This is so this whole list is automated. We're not got explosives yet, so we need to get explosives automated, because down the road we're going to be building nukes. We got that automated. We got all our science automated. We don't need to automate this stuff. Landmines, we may try using them just to see. I've never used landmines. Be interesting to see. Capsules we don't have automated, but we ought to really do poison capsules now that we have them, because we can start taking out woods. So let's put poison capsules down. And then capsules in general, we'll see. Defender capsules. Alright, we need to build ourselves. Do we have enough stuff? Well, it looks like we have enough stuff. Let's build a set of power armor. We haven't gotten to the Mark IIs yet, but let's build a set of power armor. Can we build a no, we're short. We're not that short though. Alright, we are going to, even if we end up doing it off camera, we're going to build a couple of portable fusion reactors. Get away from this solar panel bullshit. Energy shield, we can build the Mark II energy shield. We're going to do that. Let's bang out all of these batteries, because we want the Mark IIs and they take 10 batteries apiece anyway. Let's bang out all of those batteries. None of this is automated. Doesn't really need to be. This is all automated with the exception of the flamethrower turrets. Now, I don't know if anybody else has tried the flamethrower turrets. They don't impress me. They seem like they're dangerous to you. They're dangerous to your base, and they just don't. They're not as effective as I would like for them to be. I mean, we may play around with them, but I don't use them. Especially now that I got lasers, man. I don't use the stupid things. So yeah. So looks like we have lights, maybe explosives and poison capsules to automate. Looks like we're really putting a hurt on. Wow, look at this, man. Let's go over here and look at this real quick and just appreciate how much we're just sucking out of the system right now. Look at all of that. That is so cool. So yeah, so we're definitely putting a burden on the system, but it will catch up relatively quickly. I mean, we're making all of the initial stuff that we just put in, plus we're sciencing the hell out of stuff. So yeah, we're doing all right. So okay, so for next episode, our plan is to automate these 3 items that we just came up with. I know we're making blue circuits. Where are we making? Oh, they're over here. And to go from there. Wow, we've really sucked down the blue circuits, haven't we? All right, it's going to take us a while to get enough blue circuits to make what we need to make. So we're gonna call this an episode. I'm gonna hang out and wait for some blue circuits to be made so that we can start making our fusion reactors for ourselves, and we're gonna go from there. So hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you got something out of it. I know I enjoyed it. We've got robots now. We can really start kind of thumping on that and things like that. I'm really looking forward to being able to get out of this area and start exploring and start laying down railroad tracks. Do we have any with it? Okay, the other thing I'm going to do off camera, because it's just boring ass scut work, is I'm going to come up here and we're going to take advantage of this gigantic space that we are not using up here, and we are going to lay down accumulators. We're going to make our accumulator yard here, and that will allow us to be able to have power at night without running the power plants, because we're really sucking down coal. So we will be, and our solar, I mean, we're busting ass right now on production, and look where we're at. Our solar is wonderful. So if we can bring our accumulator production for the evening all the way up to meet our solar panel requirement, we can have this run as backup, and we can reduce it. And that's my big goal, is to get over to where we're doing everything with solar and go from there. So off camera, I'm going to put this in. I'll go looking around and change out chests that need to be changed out and stuff, and I'll we'll go from there. All right, guys. You guys have a good day, and I will talk at you later. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and give me some feedback. I'd love to hear from you. All right, bye.